Students, welcome to day 28 of 30 days study plan of commerce. Hope you are following this plan regularly. Those who are watching this video first time, please watch my other videos also to follow 30 days revision plan for commerce. Today I have uploaded a new video for commerce one words. Please watch. If these videos are useful, like, share and subscribe. Students, let us see day 28 question answers, very short answers. Lesson 26, question number 2, what is share? The term share is viewed by layman as a fraction or portion of total capital of the company which have equal denomination. In simple words, the total capital of the company is shared by many persons and each share is having a equal value. Next, what is bonus shares? A company may, if articles provide, it can capitalize its profits by issuing fully paid bonus shares. The issue of bonus shares by companies, it is a common feature. In simple, bonus share means to utilize the company's reserves and surplus which have not been distributed as dividend that can be used to issue of shares to existing shareholders without taking any consideration is known as bonus shares. It can be issued in two ways, making partly paid up shares as fully paid or fully paid new issuing of shares will be there. Next, what is right shares? Right shares are the shares which are issued by the company with the aim of increasing the subscribed share capital of the company by further issue. If it is authorized by articles, the right shares are primarily issued to the existing shareholders. So it is not a compulsory, it is not an obligation to buy the shares. They will be given a choice, right to buy. The shareholder may or may not choose to exercise his right. The right shares are primarily issued to the existing equity shareholders through a letter of an issue or on pro rata basis. What is debentures? When a company needs funds for extension and development purpose without increasing its share capital, it can borrow from the general public by issuing certificates for a fixed period of time for a fixed at a fixed rate of interest. Such a loan certificate is called a debenture. Now next is define director. The person who takes active interest in the well-being of a company and he is one of the members of board of director is called as a director of company. A director is a person from board of directors who leads or supervises the functioning of a company. This is the general meaning and this is according to the Companies Act, the definition. A person who is appointed or elected member of board of directors of a company and he has the responsibility of determining and implementing policies along with others in the board. It is not necessary to hold any shares in the company or be an employee. The directors act on the basis of resolutions made in the board of directors meeting according to their power stated in the articles of association of the company. Next is name the companies required to appoint KMP, key managerial personnel. The following companies, every listed company and every public company having paid up share capital of 10 crore or more should appoint KMP. Now long answers. Explain any 5 government entrepreneurial schemes. Already you are learning 3 schemes in short answers and very short answers. So I thought those 3 I can include and the 2 more new schemes you can study. So this is in already in short answer so that you can write it here. Dairy Entrepreneurship Development Scheme. It is a scheme helping entrepreneurs in the field of agriculture, pets and animals, and social impact, that is social well-being, to set up a small dairy farms, and incentives are provided to cover the cost of required equipment or establishing this small dairy farms. So for that, this scheme will help the entrepreneurs. And next is Digital India. This is an initiative to modernize the Indian economy to make all government services available electronically. So this initiative aims at transforming India into a digitally empowered, digitally strong society and knowledge economy with universal access to goods and services. Next, Make in India. This scheme is designed to transform India to global design and manufacturing hub, manufacturing center. The Make in India initiative was launched in September 2014. It came as a powerful call to Indian citizens and business leaders and an invitation to potential partners, the capable partners, and investors around the world to centralize information about opportunities in India's manufacturing sector. So this in turn helped to procure. So this scheme helped the entrepreneurs to procure investments, foster innovation, foster increase innovation, develop skills, and to protect intellectual property or trademarks, patents, copyrights, and build best in class manufacturing infrastructure. And next is Startup India. Through this initiative, Government of India promotes entrepreneurship by mentoring, by guiding and nurturing, taking care of them and facilitating, helping them to start up throughout their lifestyle. Since its launch in January 2016, the initiative has successfully given a head start, that is a favorable beginning to numerous aspiring entrepreneurs. A fund of funds has been created to help startups gain access to funding. And next is Atal Innovation Mission. This aims to India's endeavor to promote culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. It serves as a platform for promotion of world-class innovation hubs. Grand challenges, startup businesses, and other self-employment activities, particularly in technology-driven areas, will be helped under this scheme. Next is describe the steps promoting entrepreneurial venture. So here there are few steps you can explain in a few sentences. Selection of the product. First, the entrepreneur should select the product according to his aspiration, according to his desires, according to his capacity and motivation after a thorough scrutiny of micro and macro environment of business, and then he has to select the form of ownership, that is family ownership or partnership or private limited company. Then he has to select the site. He can choose, there are four options for him. He can select the site from State Development Corporation like SIPCO, SIPCOT, MMDA, TNHB, and Directorate of Industries may allot plot to entrepreneur, or he can have a factory shed constructed by State Industrial Development Agency, or through private developers he can start the venture, or by himself he can start the venture. Next is designing the capital structure. So here he will determine the source of finance. He will decide whether he can take from his own savings or loans from friends and relatives or term loans from bank and financial institutions. And then next is he will acquire the manufacturing know-how. This he can approach government research laboratories, research and development divisions of industries there, and individual consultants are there. So they there also he can get the manufacturing know-how. In addition to that, he can obtain by foreign technical collaboration also he can get it. Next is he has to prepare the project report. He has to prepare from the technical consultancy organization or by auditors or by some consultants or by development agencies. So this project report should cover the aspects like sources of finance and technical know-how, sources of labor and raw materials, market potential and profitability, and the other thing also he should cover, that is technical feasibility and economic viability, financial viability, managerial competency, provisional registration certificate will be there. And then after he started producing the goods, then he'll get the permanent registration certificate, statutory license, power connection, arrangement of finance. So these all aspects should be given in the project report. And next we'll see, write the difference between debentures and shares. Here the difference between is, debenture is it constitute a loan, but share is a part of a capital of a company. So this second point you leave it, and then third one you see, debenture holder gets a fixed rate of interest, which carries priority over dividend. The first preference will be given for the debenture holder for paying interest, and shareholders get dividends with varying rate. They do not have a fixed rate, and debentures generally have a charge on the assets of the company. That is mostly debentures are secured. It is secured in the fixed assets if the company fails to pay either the principal amount or the interest amount. In such case, the fixed assets can be sold to pay their to get back their money, and shareholders do not have such charge on any asset. And debentures can be issued at discount without any restrictions, but shares cannot be issued at discount. The rate of interest is fixed, but here the rate of dividend will vary depending upon the profit of the company and decision of the board of directors. And next is, debenture holders do not have any voting right, but shareholders enjoying voting right. Interest on debenture is payable even if there is no profit. It is a charge. Okay, so they have to pay. They will get their interest, but dividend can be paid only out of profits. And interest paid on debenture is a business expenditure, and it is allowable to deduct from the profits, but dividend is not allowable deduction as a business expenditure. And next is, here return of allotment is not required. Return of allotment is statement giving the details of the allotment of debentures. Here the statement giving the details of the allotment should be filed with the registrar. Thank you, students. I hope you have understood all the questions of today's plan. You study. If you like this video, share and subscribe.